Back with Nick Shaw again, and Nick, I got two situations for you. You have 30 minutes to get some work in the cage by yourself, and then the other situation is you have 30 minutes with a partner to get some work in the cage. What are you going to do in those two different situations for those 30 minutes?
Nick Shaw provides the walk-off tonight.
Here's Fellhauer and an RBI double by Nick Shaw.
So the first situation, 30 minutes by myself. This has to become my best friend. Obviously, I don't want to have to soft toss balls to myself, so the tee should be my best friend, okay? Basically, you should know your swing, what you struggle with, what you did in past games, if you're struggling, who you're facing, but we'll start with knowing your swing, okay? As a left-handed hitter, myself, I kind of had the barrel drag a little bit, a lot in my swing, okay? So the first drill I would do is high tee to keep my barrel high and I'm playing with the ball, okay? I would also take out my legs. Just to get loose, I would spread out, no stride, just a little coil, and through the ball, okay? Trying to eliminate a stride and all this stuff just to get loose, get my hands on playing with the ball and eliminate the little barrel lag that I had, okay? Maybe you're rolling over balls, okay? Maybe you take the same approach, but you put the ball a little away and now we're driving the knob inside the ball, trying to extend through the ball, okay? The other thing, if I'm cutting the ball off, maybe I set the tee out front to make sure my swing stays through the ball. Okay, whatever you're struggling with, whatever you see in the ball do in the game, if I'm rolling over, if I'm popping up, whatever you're seeing, you need to touch it right here. Find a drill and work on it. Now, once we get swinging with the stride after we're loose, same idea, trying to shoot the ball through the back of the cage to start. Trying to keep everything through the long section of the cage. That, to me, that's why they make a cage like this. So I can shoot the ball to the back net, knowing that ball is going to be a base hit just about every time. Now, obviously every pitch isn't right down the middle. So I'm going to move the tee in or out. I start with out. Keeping in mind that if I move the tee out, my contact point is going to get a little bit deeper in the zone. What I mean by that is, if the pitch is down the middle, I'm making contact a little bit out in front of the plate, just a little bit, okay? If I'm hitting the outside pitch, the ball is going to be a little bit deeper, maybe in the middle of here, of this section of the plate. I'm making contact a little deeper. Now I'm setting my tee there, taking 10 or 15 swings there, shooting the ball the other way, the other way, the other way. It's important when we're working through this to take a break. We don't need to do 50 or 100 swings in a row and letting our hands, our arms, or our legs getting tired, creating bad habits. Finally, we're moving the ball in. If there's a hard thrower, this is going to be an important pitch because this is the earliest contact point there is. What I mean by that, again, outside pitch, we're catching it deep. Pitch down the middle, a little out in front of the plate. Inside pitch is far out in front of the plate. Again, trying to drive our hands inside, making contact, pulling this ball, not trying to hook the ball. So driving our knob inside the ball still, extending through.
That was some great information. Obviously, that was your routine. Can you touch on how important routine is in general for these guys?
So routine is a huge part of training no matter what you're doing, especially hitting. Okay, one of the hardest things to do in all the sports. Routine needs to be unique to yourself. Your drills. I listen to music, I like up-tempo to get me in the zone. Maybe you like country, maybe you like jazz. Whatever you like to get you locked in for the game. Again, the drills you're doing should be catered to your swing. Don't use my drills just because I said it. What are you struggling with? What am I not struggling with? What are my strengths? What drills do I need to do to get myself right? These are all things that you should be doing in your own routine. On top of that, I want to use this tee to imitate game situations. Okay, I would go in and I would imagine a 2-0 count. Where am I looking for a pitch 2-0? I don't want to swing at this outside borderline pitch 2-0. So I move the tee in. Again, picturing the pitcher delivering the ball. My eyes are at the pitcher. And my eyes don't go to contact point until I'm going to swing. I don't want to be staring down at contact point and then swinging because I never do that in the game. On the other side of that, I also picture an 0-2 or 1-2 count where I want to protect the whole plate. My approach 0-2, 1-2 is I'm looking middle away and I'm adjusting in. Okay, so I would put a tee a little bit middle away, picturing 0-2, choking up on the bat a little bit, and shortening up my stride, just trying to make contact. So picturing different game situations. That way when we go into a game, I've already pictured that 10, 15 times in the cage. I'm ready to attack. I know what I'm doing, creating a plan and sticking to it. Now you have 30 minutes with a partner in the cage. My advice, do not throw this away, all right? I'm still getting loose with this, working on my weakness, getting loose, maybe taking my legs out of it, but using my tee still for probably 5 to 10 minutes just to get loose, working on what I'm struggling with. After 5 or 10 minutes, I'll put this to the side. Now I have my coach or another player to flip balls to me, just simple front toss. Remember, you know your swing. You shouldn't have to have your coach or your other player tell you what you're doing wrong, what to work on. You already have your routine, know your swing, and know what you're working on, okay? So we're stepping in. When I take front toss, I'm trying to shoot everything up the middle, just like off the tee. I don't want to pull the ball unless the ball is way inside, okay? Just getting our hands going for the game, trying to stay inside. Trying to shoot the ball up the middle and the other way. Back on our 30-minute session with you and a coach or a player, okay? Again, what I'm looking for with front toss is the timing. The timing. When the ball thrower, the arm goes back, that's when I'm taking my load and making my stride. Everything's working off that. Another drill that can spin off that is an off-speed drill, okay? He's gonna have the same arm action, but instead of the normal speed of the toss, he's gonna throw it a little bit slower, imitating a curveball or a changeup, whatever the pitcher that night might have. The key with the off-speed drill is keeping your hands back, okay? Keeping your hands back as the ball approaches you and you approach the ball. If I go with my hands first and then he throws an off-speed pitch, I have nothing left. It's kind of like punching. I don't want to already commit and then have to hit like this. I want to keep my hands back and have everything loaded so I can explode to the ball. Now, front toss should last probably 10 more minutes. So 5 or 10 minutes, we'll say 10 minutes on the tee, 10 minutes front toss. We have 10 minutes left of our 30-minute session. Now I'm gonna ask the coach or the player to scoot back and throw a little bit of overhand toss. The only difference is, for me, the angle of the ball coming at me. Front toss, it's coming from the ground up. Overhand toss, it's coming from up, down, imitating game pace and game angle. Now we should ask our coach or player, whoever's throwing to us, to work on what we want to work on. For me, I had trouble keeping the barrel on top of a fastball that was up, so I just had the BP thrower throw fastballs. If you're a guy that has trouble with the off speed, ask your coach or your player to throw you some off-speed pitches. Again, your routine, we're working on it here with a partner to help out. My approach in the cage, first couple swings, I like to bunt because I was a guy that bunted and it helped me track the ball. Okay, so I would bunt 1 to third, 1 to first, then I would take my swings. Again, everything in here, I'm trying to keep my knob inside the ball, drive it center or to opposite field. If I start pulling the ball, the speed of the game is going to catch up to me. Okay, letting the ball travel in here, taking the knob inside, and driving the ball middle of the field away. Unless, like you said, unless the pitch is way in, and that's something we need to work on, then we're pulling the ball.
For more awesome info, thank you, Nick. Thanks for sharing. Guys, check out Nick's stuff. I'll leave a link down below, thebattersbox.com, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks again.